So, any other question or comment? Yeah.
Actually, I had a question about explaining a word, but I have another more interesting questions about because
you're getting better all the time.
Because if you say we always have problems, then we can never find complete coherence. Is that right? Okay.
Complete coherence. Can you tell me what is the representation of complete coherence for you? Give me one.
The whole.
The whole.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. Let's do Plato style stuff. If there is a whole, what does it imply? If there is a whole, what does it imply?
That there is also something out beyond the whole.
Oh, outside of the whole, there's something else. Well, if there's something outside of the whole, is it the whole?
No.
So, therefore, what does it imply to you? If you have a whole. Whole with W, I'm not sure how to teach you the difference there. What does it imply? If you have a whole, what does it imply? See, by the way, this is a key philosophical competency. Part of the different things when you want to deepen something, you have to say why, give arguments, analyze, synthesize, exemplify. Now what I'm asking is the most difficult one. It is to identify presuppositions. In other words, when you say this, what does it imply before? If there's a whole, what does it imply?
It implies that there is also something beyond the whole.
Then if there's something beyond the whole, is this whole? No.
So it's not adequate. I don't
No, but then what did you just discover? If there's a whole, what happens?
That if there is a whole, that...
Yes, you just first idea. If there's a whole, it means there's something outside of it. But then I say, if there's something outside of it, is this whole or no more?
No.
So therefore, what does the whole imply?
It's getting useless.
Wait, is there a language problem?
No.
Okay, problem? Yeah.
The concept.
See, you jumped, now you're going to use, we're not to uselessness. See, you're talking about the structure, now you're going to the usefulness. Look, suppose you say, A is not possible, therefore you have to conclude to not A. Always be big. If A is not possible, then you have to conclude to not A.
But then we have to find not A.
But you have it. If I say the castle exists, what is not A?
If you say the castle exists?
Yes, A is the castle exists. What is not A?
That there is no castle.
Yes, the castle does. But again, you make too much because that always check. The castle does not exist. Simple. So if you discover the whole can have not is the whole. If there's something outside of it, the whole is not a whole. Therefore, what do you know about a whole?
I don't want to pinpoint the whole. I want to pinpoint.
Now you're telling your life story, but your desires and all this. Who can help our friend? Raise your hand. What do we know about whole based on his experience? Go on.
There is no whole.
See, you rush too much. There's no whole. I don't know how you're going to conclude, but at least there's a whole bunch of steps before you go there. Who knows what is the immediate thing about? Yeah?
But.
No, but that was something. But see, he just discovered. This is basically, he discovered. He says, if there's a whole, there must be something outside of it. But then it says, ask me a question. If there's something outside of it, is this whole whole? He says, no. Therefore, what do we know about a whole?
No knowledge of it.
That also things can be split.
No, it is funny. Personally, I think you all think too much. If it's not possible, if something outside of it makes it not to be a whole, therefore, outside of the whole is nothing, therefore the whole is alone. There cannot be anything outside of it. If you follow him. But here they're talking about knowledge, about things, about that. See, stick very closely. And that's why often we make think, if not A, then what could be the immediate? If there can be nothing outside of the whole, therefore the whole is alone.
Yes.
What do you mean? Yeah. Makes sense?
Yes.
Makes sense or no?
I didn't recall that
No.
I say that there was nothing behind it.
You proposed there was something outside of the whole. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Then I ask you, if there's something outside of the whole, is he the whole?
No.
No. Therefore, what do we know about the whole?
That the whole is not the whole.
But then that's a tautology, you repeat the same thing. Okay, I'm going to do it, you tell you what it says. Hypothesis. Yes? And by the way, for people like that, it's great. If you look at the Parmenides dialogue of Plato, it's all kind of stuff like that. I tell you, it's a very... If you ever read Parmenides dialogue, it's always stuff like that. People say, what's this? This is rhetoric. But no, it's very useful. Because when you talk to somebody and you want to figure out the thinking, you have to do this. There are simple logical maneuvers, and don't extrapolate, just go simple. Hypothesis. The whole has things outside of it. But if it has things outside of it, it's not the whole anymore. Because there are other things, therefore it's not the whole. Therefore, the whole has to contain everything. Because it's not the whole. Therefore, the whole is alone. Make sense or no? No. Okay, what doesn't make sense? Go ahead.
You cannot conclude that the whole is everything when you have in a hypothesis or in the premises that the whole is not everything. You come with the conclusion that you take the whole in a different, with a different meaning at the end in the conclusion.
Different from what?
From.
Oh yes, so you have two definitions of the whole, right? No,
I don't. You have.
No, for me it's the same one. You just claim there are two, but if you know two, you've seen two? Have you seen two?
No.
No, wait. If you have not seen, that's why you have to really make a big effort not to extract. If you have not seen two definitions of the whole, you cannot claim there are two definitions of the whole. If you claim there are two definitions, you say definition one, definition two. You agree?
Yeah.
So were there two definitions of the whole or no?
Yeah.
Which go tell us the two definitions.
The whole where there is something beyond the whole.
Wait a minute. Where there? Something beyond? Whose idea was that?
Mine.
Yes. Did it work?
For me still, yes.
Yes. For you still. For convictions or for logic? For conviction or for logic? Thank you. That's the point, you see. Now, you know what is both good and terrible about logic? You know what it is? It's not human. It's inhuman. It's pitiless. See, I want to be here and with my children on the other side of France. Because I'm human. See, I have to be here. I'm a moral, responsible. I invite you to be here. But I'm a father, so I want to be with my children. But it's crazy. That humanly, no problem. But from the standpoint of logic, it's stupid, meaningless, crazy, whatever you want. Because I cannot be in one place or the other at the same time unless I became God or something like that. You see? Logic is pitiless. When you listen to someone and you want to question a person, if you're human, you will not question a person. You will either say, oh yes, I agree with you, blah, 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 or you will try to push your line, but you won't question the internal logic of the thing. Make sense to you or not?
No.
Did you read Plato or never?
No.
Okay. I propose we stop on that, and you pick up any dialogue of Plato. They're simple. 20, 30 pages, some of them. Very simple. You pick one up, because otherwise I'm going to do something which I don't want to do because for some other people it might be obvious. Yes? But for you it's not. So I propose, take very cheap, by Plato, take a dialogue reading. It's just that kind of stuff. And if it doesn't speak to you, then no problem, but I cannot do anything. You see?
I know the thoughts of Plato, but I haven't...
Oh, no. The thoughts of Plato, forget it. Plato for me is not thoughts. Plato for me is a process of thinking.
Okay.
So thoughts of Plato, that's a myth. I always say, oh, the ideas of Plato, this guy, I don't give a damn about this, and I don't care. But for me, the interesting about Plato is to show you how to think. The thoughts of Plato, I don't care. Okay? If the soul is immortal or not, blah, 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 I'll give it that. Or if it's tripartition, I mean, does it help you to think? That's how I talk about it. So, even if you know the thoughts of Plato, maybe very well, go read a little dialogue, just very short, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's just this kind of stuff. That's why I learned, so. It's terrible what I'm saying, okay? Because I can't do anything for you if it doesn't speak to you.
No, but it's terrible because I know the thoughts of Plato about his dialogue. So I know the dialogues of Plato, but I haven't read them myself.
Yeah.
It's not the thoughts in his ideas.
So you've read the Reader's Digest version of Plato. Maybe that's typical. But again, I'm talking to you about the process of thinking. Because see, what can I say? I'm not going to say or convince you of this. First of all, if you don't like, you don't like. I can't do anything. And second, if you don't know, you don't know. I can't do anything now. I'm inviting you, and okay, you know.